morning, all of you. We all know that all the animals and even human beings have many types of organs in our body which perform a special task, very special task. For example, we have hands, we have legs, we have head, we have heart and kidney and internal system, many circulatory system and others. So many organs, they perform a variety of, and I think a special, what we call function in our body. And one of the most important organ in our body and in animal, most of the animals, without which we can't perceive this world. What is the word, what are the colors, what is the nature, and anything. We can't perceive anything without that organ. I think that organ is very important. And let us try to understand what is that organ. So that organ, that is eye. Eye means this type of eye. All of the human beings and animals do have at least two eyes. Most of the multicellular living beings have that. And just the eye, what we perceive in front, from the front view, it is not of that type of actually. When we open up this, doctors sometimes open, that eye is just round or spherical, but I mean just lemon sized. We see lemon, or lemon sized, this much size of the eye, human eye, and some other animals may have smaller eye, birds have small eye, elephant have something larger eye. So how this eye, what are the parts of this, and how this eye, various structural parts perform this function. So let us try to understand. And I've drawn some diagram, picture on this blackboard. I will show this diagram, and then we zoom it up and get closer to it. And so just as see. So here on the left side, this is the color diagram of the eye, and here the various parts of the eye. Just as we see that eye is just a round shape, nearly spherical shape, and in front it is just bulged, just bent outside, and that portion only we see from outside when we see face to face one edge another, and that bulged portion that is nearly white in color. Number, I have given numbers to various parts. This number 1, 2, 3, 4. Due to shortage of space, I have written the names of these parts on this side. This is better me to write the names of it. And just a bulged out part, that is called cornea. That is called cornea, number 11. I have written here number 11. And the eye, there are three types of layers. Let us start one by one. The first outer layer which we see from outside, the eyes we see they are white in colors. From outside we see a white color. The white layer, that is number 1. So that is called sclerotic and sclera. Inside the second layer is just reddish layer. I have marked it reddish. Number 2, that is choroid. Choroid means the color of the red. And then the third layer that I've shown here, yellow. So yellow, that is the most important layer of the eye, that is called retina, where the image is formed. So retina is the most important. And then number 4, there are 2 points inside that on the retina inside the eye. That number 4 is yellow, and number 5 is I've just drawn it in other color, blue. And the yellow spot is called yellow spot. So it is actually the spot where the image, if formed, we can see whatever is in front of us, and the image is formed on this this spot, what we call it blind spot. So we can't see that object which is in front of us. And then number 6, these are optical nerves. Optical nerves, so that optic nerves which give the sensation to our brain and send message whenever we see something. So optic nerve, these are number 6. And then number 7 I have seen. So eye, just we can see the most another important part of the eye that I have drawn like this. This is a lens. It's a lens, muscular lens, muscular, not that type of lens which we usually wear in spectacles or glasses. It is not of a glass, but is a muscular lens. And this muscular lens, it is a convex lens. Convex lens, it is broad from middle and thin from side. And this divides the eye into two parts. And on this side of the part, there is some liquid, and on the left side of the part, there is another jelly-like liquid. And this what I am going to discuss. The number 7. Number 7, this liquid on the right side of this lens, that is a vitreous humor. And on the left side of the eye, lens, so that we have shown in dots. So that is jelly-like liquid. So that is number 10. Number 10. So that is a aqueous humor. So two types of humors are present. This is vitreous humor. This is aqueous humor. Now come to the this is the lens. This I've shown white. So this is just a convex lens, and this lens is not hanging anywhere. It is fixed by this type of muscles. It is shown number 8. So these muscles are known as ciliary muscles. So here I have written number 8, ciliary muscle. It is fixed, but this lens has a special property. It can expand, it can contract depending upon the nature of the object and distance of the object. It can be thin automatically, it can be fat, and it can adjust. That is called the accommodation of the lens, not that type of lens which we wear in eyes, spectacles. This is automatically adjustable lens of muscle, depends upon another factors. And this is number 9, and number 10 I have shown. This is aqueous humor. And then this is the bulged out part. Number 11 I've shown in white, which we see that inside, when we see from outside this portion, some people have brown eyes, some have black eyes, some have blue eyes. We say his eyes are blue, etc. So this is colorful portion of the eye which we see, and inside there is a small hole. That hole is called pupil. Number 12. That is called pupil. Pupil is just a hole for entering the light into the eye. Falls on the lens and the image formed somewhere here. And that is the only hole that is called pupil. It is just a gate or a passage of the light from outside and then goes inside. And just outside we have colored portion that may be brown or black or gray or red black. So that is it. Number 13 that we call iris. So this is the structure of the eye. We can see from this complete view, and we try to understand. So just we want to recapitulate. The eye is just a type of a spherical, just lemon size in a human eye. And then we have 3 layers. First is sclerotic, then that is choroid, and then retina. There are 2 spots. One spot is yellow and other is black. I've shown here blue. So that is yellow spot and that blind spot. There are optical nerves that are connected to the brain and gives a message of the whatever the object you want to see. And then there are 2 types of humors. This is a transparent humor we call vitreous humor, and in left side of this lens we have what we call aqueous humor, and this is a bulged portion, just outward portion, that is cornea, and there is just a hole, that is pupil, and this colored portion I've shown it here brown. So that is iris, and this lens is just fixed with adjustable muscles and flexible muscles. So these are called ciliary muscles, and other types of the portion we can see in the functioning of the eye. So whenever some ray of light object is placed in front of the eye, that ray of the light just enter into the pupil, and goes up to the lens, and the lens, because it is converging in nature, so that ray of light that converges, and somewhere the image is formed. Normally at the retina in a good eye, if on this yellow spot, if the image is formed in the yellow spot, we can see that object clearly. If it is just distorted and falls here or anywhere other point, so we can't see the image, and that message is a message of the image is conveyed to the brain, and brain gives us the sensation of the object. So I hope this topic of the eye is clear to you. You will draw this diagram and label it neat and clean with colors, and just write the name of these parts. You can draw the diagram and just name. The order may be different. You may write cornea 1, then iris 2, and then etc. pupil 3. So just a matter of your practice. So I hope it's okay, and you just draw and learn this. Thank you.